The WWE and the main man behind it, Vince McMahon, are polarizing figures in the world of wrestling. Recently, WWE and McMahon have been criticized for several different decisions. In an attempt to highlight the positives, I'm Kevin, and here are 5 former WWE superstars who praised Vince McMahon after their release. Number 5, Aleister Black. Aleister Black is arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world. His run in WWE NXT was an incredible one, but unfortunately, when he made it to the main roster of Raw and SmackDown, he didn't really find the right place for himself in the company. After several stop and start runs on the main roster, Aleister was released by the WWE recently, and following his release, Black spoke about his relationship with Vince McMahon in an interview. He was always very positive. I have a good relationship with Vince. I always told him how I felt. He always respected that about me. Black added that Mr. McMahon always praised him on his creativity and his ability to have manners and respect, but still being honest about how he felt. Black also mentioned that he feels Vince McMahon was actually high on him, as he barely had any bad moments on WWE NXT, Raw, or SmackDown. Number 4, Gerald Brisco. The former WWE 24/7 champion was one of the most important men behind the scenes for WWE during its peak time in the Attitude Era. Known for his on-air role as one of Vince McMahon's stooges, Brisco worked hand in hand with the WWE chairman backstage to bring the company to its massive prominence. Following his release in September of 2020, Brisco revealed that Vince McMahon himself had personally called him to inform him of the release. Despite the release, Gerald Brisco only had good things to say about the WWE chairman and the company. He thanked McMahon for letting him be a part of the change that WWE brought to the wrestling business and enjoyed during his 36 years with the promotion. While Gerald Brisco may have retired, his influence on the wrestling business should never be forgotten, as he had a hand in rising stars like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The Rock, just to name a few. Number 3, Renee Paquette. Renee Paquette, known to most WWE fans as Renee Young, had good things to say about McMahon following her release. While technically not a WWE superstar, Young became a beloved figure amongst fans as an on-air host. Starting off as a backstage interviewer, she made history becoming the first ever female commentator on WWE Raw and even broadcasted WrestleMania. When she announced her departure from the WWE after SummerSlam 2020, fans were not ready for the revelation, and there were rumors piling up that she was unhappy with her standing in the company. After her release, Young had a lot to say about the WWE, both positive and negative, but she did compliment Vince McMahon, talked about how much his opinion meant to her. If Vince gives you a laugh, or a smile, or a good job, or a handshake, and a nod of approval, man, right then, it's like nothing else in the entire world matters. You're the king for a day. Number 2, Cody Rhodes. Now this one may surprise you. Cody Rhodes left the WWE in 2016 and went on to worldwide prominence with a game-changing promotion, All Elite Wrestling, where he's one of the executive vice presidents of this company that is now the biggest rival to WWE. Despite being a rival figure, he has only complimented Vince McMahon on multiple occasions. When asked if Brody Lee's character in AEW was a spoof of Mr. McMahon, Rhodes defended Vince and spoke highly of the chairman. Well, A, he's Vince McMahon, and B, I was a WWE guy to start. I didn't come from anywhere else. Rhodes added that WWE built him up as an in-ring pro wrestling superstar, provided him the international platform he needed. He also denied that Brody Lee was an outright spoof of Mr. McMahon. Number 1, Chris Jericho. Jericho and Vince McMahon have had a decades-long working relationship dating back to the late 90s. The former AEW and WWE World Champion has spoken candidly about the WWE chairman, opening up about what he thought of him on multiple different occasions through his podcast and other outlets. Yes, Jericho has spoken about his issues with Vince McMahon and things that they didn't agree on, but he's also mentioned how they're still on great terms. Talking about what he missed in WWE, Chris Jericho confessed that he missed his interactions with McMahon, and he stated, "I really enjoyed working for Vince McMahon because he challenged me. He challenged me as a professional." According to him, McMahon played an important role in making the star that Jericho is today. Since parting ways with WWE, Chris Jericho has played a pivotal role in the success of AEW. Yes, the major rival of WWE. And reportedly, Jericho is still in contact with his former WWE boss. Yeah, we'll leave that for another day. That's our list for today. What do you think of the topics? Do you want to see a different top 5? Let us know which ones you want to see in the future in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling on YouTube with your notifications on so you get the fresh content from us right when it drops. And remember, when watching wrestling, enjoy wrestling.